Hi guys, Sandy Ingram here. This is a special report. Iraq's new dilemma, which may be more serious than we realize. But before we talk about that, this is what my years of experience is telling me to share with you. This channel is about currency. War always brings about opportunity and loss when it comes to currency investments. Here's the general summary on the currencies of the countries involved. Iran. Currency is collapsing due to war and sanctions. Israel. Currency still strong and relatively stable. Iraq. Mostly stable, but vulnerable because of oil disruptions. UAE and Saudi Arabia. Stable because of their currencies are pegged to the US dollar. Bahrain, Qatar, and Oman. Very stable Gulf currencies supported by oil wealth and dollar pegs. So we are seeing that this conflict is not affecting currencies as much as we thought or believed. But Iran's financial collapse is affecting something else. For a chance to be wealthy, do you know what that is? I will give you the answer later in this video, but think about it. Iraq is the most vulnerable due to the oil disruption. Perhaps these events will ensure that Iraqi officials understand the IMF's words when they tell Iraq to diversify its annual income streams. We know that Iraq is trying. The biggest effort is the Development Road Project, but they must move more quickly and more efficient in order to never have to experience this kind of concern again. The concern, oil prices dropping, or worse, not being able to export oil due to regional conflict or other natural disasters. If I didn't know better, I'd say the entire Middle East got together and planned this entire episode so as to squeeze the West out of natural resources. For some strange reason, they want to destroy the West economic system and Israel right along with it. Of course, we cannot allow that to happen. Trump is the man they voted in to handle this situation, regardless of whether we like him or not. He is the man that was voted in to handle this situation. Oh, you think they didn't know about this situation before now? Oh, they knew. They just needed someone that was willing to handle it. Guys, I cannot say this loud enough. This is the time when you make decisions and follow through on those decisions to change your bank account balance for life. Now, I'm not going to tell you how old I am, but that is years, decades of experience talking. Cryptocurrency is really quiet right now. Yeah, that's the answer. Did you get it right? Because if you did, you're on your way. Watch it very carefully as it keeps dropping. And I will explain in a moment how this war is upsetting the cryptocurrency industry. And you want to hear this. But first, let me tell you what you may want to be researching and the news you really want to read. Internet cables under the sea. You want to know more about that and what's happening with them. Precious metals that are needed to make things that enable a country to keep its military at the top of its game. SpaceX proposed plan to put the energy needed to run AI data centers on satellite or in satellites in outer space. You want to know more about that? Now, here's what they're not telling you. Iran has quietly built one of the largest state-linked cryptocurrency systems in the world, centered on industrial-scale Bitcoin mining and parallel crypto trading network. The government legalized crypto mining in 2019 and encouraged it because the country's extremely cheap electricity allows large mining farms to produce Bitcoin at very low cost, often controlled or protected by state-linked entities such as the Islamic Revolutionary Guard. This system became a financial workaround for international sanctions, allowing Iran to generate digital assets and even pay for imports using cryptocurrency instead of US dollars. Estimates suggest Iran's crypto ecosystem has grown into a multi-billion-dollar shadow economy used to bypass global banking restrictions. Oh, people, let me say that again. Multi-billion-dollar shadow economy. Now, the war and the regional strikes are disrupting that system. When military activity threatens power grids, internet access, or exchange operations, large amounts of Iranian crypto quickly moved off exchanges into private wallets as investors and government officials, entities, tried to secure the funds. That sudden movement upset the stability across global crypto markets. And recent strikes were followed by short-term drops in major cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ether. In simple terms, crypto network is big enough, or was big enough, that instability can briefly shake global digital asset prices. And that is exactly what's happening. Bitcoin is falling like a rock off a cliff. Now, this is the report that the channel summarized from all the different news reports that they've never really said it out loud. Americans are losing billions of dollars in cryptocurrency investments because Iran's crypto empire is collapsing, or is falling, or has collapsed. What you want to do is to be ready to take advantage of when this massive shift, or when the massive fall shifts and begins to go back up. Guys, I know I'm black, African American, or whatever you want to call it. And I'm not supposed to know these things, but I'll tell you a little secret. The family secret, and the reason I don't really have a family anymore, is because my grandfather was white. And to this day, I have never crossed over him. He has been dead for many years, but I still hold fast to the fact that 1/4 of my DNA came from him. And I listen, people. I listen.